One injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Hartenstein with it, now defended by Gobert.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Gobert down low. He's defended by Hartenstein. Gobert, no good. Hartenstein inside. Gobert on him. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Gobert against Hartenstein. Holmgren with the steal. Pass to Hartenstein. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
The drive by Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Conley finds Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got 6.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Here's Gobert. He's got 8. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. Paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Here's Hartenstein. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes it off the glass. He's got 12.
And man, Gobert is on a tear right now. Keep going to the hot head.
Williams, a screen on Gobert. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Outside for Randall. 6 to shoot. Picked by Randall, beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now, Alexander Walker hasn't made one yet. Launches a 3. It doesn't go for him. Wallace looking for an opening. Right side, Williams. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Caruso. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Miller, and it's Reed in at the 5. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Einod's checked in. Caruso with the steal. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Mars is checked in. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Alexander Walker. Trains it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Timberwolves substitution.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The Thunder leading by 5. It's tipped. DiVincenzo with it. He has yet to score. Edwards, that's good.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Reed with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to DiVincenzo. Ingles in the corner. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now here's Caruso, defended by Alexander Walker. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And finished off by Gobert. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota also making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. It's stolen by Hartenstein. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Randle a screen on Williams. Gobert with it. Williams picks him up. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Cason Wallace. Here's Conley outside for Randle. Holmgren with the steal. Joe passes to Hartenstein. Over Randle. To the paint. It's stolen by Randle. The Timberwolves had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Good on the second free throw. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for your Oklahoma City.
Both free throws good from George. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3. Here's Gobert. Over Hartenstein. Williams with the steal. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Joe passes to Hartenstein.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Timberwolves been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Joe passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren in the high post. 2 on the clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Hartenstein's got 6 points in the quarter. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. The Thunder leading by 3. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Out left to the wing. Holmgren against Randle. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
And proving how versatile he can be. Holmgren, fantastic dime in the screen and roll.
Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Dort finds Hartenstein. Back to Dort. 5 to shoot. Pass to Hartenstein. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hartenstein's got 27 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Conley with it. Dort covering. Now here's Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. The Thunder with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Williams against Edwards. Back to Conley. To the middle for the tie. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not getting as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Reid with a screen on Caruso for the lead. Hits the 3-point bomb. Reid's got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota. this game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
There's Williams with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside for Randall. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Williams outside. And the 3 ball is good. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Wiggins is checked in for Dort. And then for Minnesota, Clark, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Out to the right wing. To the wing on the left. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Off target from 3-point range. Williams kicks to Wiggins. Williams a screen on Reed. In the corner, Wallace with it to the right side. Here's Caruso. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Clark is out there with Miller. Then it's Naz Reid. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the 2 guard.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Caruso kicks to Wiggins. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their 3-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Edwards passes to Clark. And he's good on the 3 ball. Clark's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Here's Caruso. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Timberwolves leading by 5. Miller right side. Out to Edwards. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Caruso. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace.
Third personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Timberwolves leading by 7. Conley left side. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the lane. Gobert's got 12 points here in the second half.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 9th assist in the game now. Pass to Gobert. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Thunder trailing by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over by Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense clap.
Hartenstein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hartenstein's got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Gobert. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Hartenstein.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Now here's Gobert. And there's the try. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 38 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game. Here's Hartenstein, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Julius Randle picks one up, and the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
At the line for your opponent cities.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Double foul. Chet Holmgren. First personal foul. 14.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gobert. Drives to the hoop. And Gobert throws it down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The assist. Mike Conley.
Ball's knocked loose. There's the drive. Goes up off the inbound. Misses. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And in the win. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy.
defenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Williams from long range. Nails it from 3.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Holiday passes to Tatum. For 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Back to Holmgren. Let's go with a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. The kick to Tatum. From deep. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, D.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
The 3, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets the 3.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
Dort for 3. Kept alive. Pass to Holmgren. Takes the 3. The shot won't fall. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Holiday from long range. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Kick out to Brown. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Dort with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's the 3. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 6.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Tatum, a screen on Hartenstein. Porzingis passes to White. Back to Porzingis. Holiday from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Celtics also with a sub. Horford, he's checked in for Tatum. Wallace, left side. The Thunder with another miss. The Celtics have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Williams from long range. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics shooting just 38% so far in this one. White for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. 1:09 left in the first quarter. There's the triple. It's hauled in by White.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now Williams. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 9.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Here's Oklahoma City now. Dort with it, now guarded by Brown. Williams passes to Holmgren. Dort outside. Back to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Hartenstein with a screen on White. Pass to Dort. Launches it. Not going to go that time. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for Oklahoma City. He dropped. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 3. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. Craig with a screen on Williams. Tatum from long range. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Caruso's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Williams against Horford. Takes a 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Thunder leading by 3. Here's SGA. Here's Wallace. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And there's the call on Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul of the game. For the Thunder, Hartenstein. He's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Kristaps Porzingis. He's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Craig. Porzingis sets a screen. Hauser passes to Pritchard. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The kick out to Wiggins. And it's all from three-point range.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Caruso with it, picked up by Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Jacks up with 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Inside. Left side, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Smart play by Tatum, using the fake to get the contact.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Craig is checked in for Boston. Here's Dort. Still no points. Pass to Wallace. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Wallace with it. Now guarded by White. Williams from long range. Shot clock at 5. And here's Dort. Launches a 3. They get the rebound to the right side. Hartenstein finds Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Brown. Now here's Holmgren. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Cornette's checked in for Craig. Holmgren, the pass to Williams. Three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Brown. To the middle. They kick it out to Porzingis. Holiday with the ball. He's covered by Holmgren. Back to Porzingis. From behind the arc. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Outside, Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Tries to hit him. It's tipped. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan at court shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Jalen Williams really making a difference here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 1-point game. And it's Holmgren missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal. There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Porzingis. Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. White with a steal. And he's going for the oop here.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort to end the run. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Here's Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. The Thunder with the rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Dort for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And here are the Celtics. They're on an 11-3 run. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for White. The Thunder with another miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Holiday with the ball, and it's Dort picking him up. The 3 is up. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist from Holiday. Tatum's got 13.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Celtics lead by 9. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. Wallace, the pass to Caruso. Williams from long range drains the triple. 12 points for him.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And there's a pick. Outside Holiday. Plenty of space. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
No coverage that time.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Pass to Pritchard from outside the arc. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Caruso, right side. Dort, the pass to Caruso. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Celtics lead by 5. On the wing, Holiday. Watched by Wallace. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. Horford, a screen on Williams. That'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Boston out in front, leading by 5. And time for a... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. We've got Al Horford. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Pass to Hauser. Horford, a screen on Caruso. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Caruso outside. Back to Wallace. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wallace. Holiday's checked in for Boston. Caruso outside. Wiggins finds Caruso. Back to Wiggins. And here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Tatum from long range. Jang pulls it in. Thunder trail by 3. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander on target from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the second half. Holiday with the ball. He's against Jang. Holiday passes to Tatum. Tatum, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Wide open look. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to a perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
The kick out to Wiggins. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Caruso. And the call over the back.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive, hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
The Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Dort with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Outside for Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. Dort for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in the game. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Holiday from long range. And the three-pointer goes.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Wiggins with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Fires the 3. The rebound, Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Tatum. Knocked loose. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And here's Caruso outside.
Known as a crafty defender, Brown really hustles and contests as many shots as he can.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. White looking it over. Pass to Tatum. Holiday a screen on Wiggins. From the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Outside Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holiday finds Tatum. Clock at 6. Pass to Brown. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great beat.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Caruso. Williams from long range. The offensive rebound. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Williams from long range. He's off from 3. White on the wing. And it's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
So we see the Celtics get the win here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
All right, Allie, thank you.
backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Brown finds White. Gobert against Porzingis. Oh, it just pounded in! Pounded in!
Goodness. How about that?
Got that one up quick. So, Greg, a marquee matchup here tonight. Two of the NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
McDaniels against Tatum. Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Celtics on offense. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. That doesn't go either for Brown. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Wasted no time on that one.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Edwards passes to Randle, fires the 3. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Tatum, out to Porzingis. Here's the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the left side wing. Randle surveying the D. And again, Minnesota with the triple. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Reid misses. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Lets the 3 fly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pritchard passes to Cornette. A three-pointer, no good. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Reid misses. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Alexander Walker passes to Clark. Off target with his three. Here's Hauser. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Torrey Craig. He's out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the shooting guard position.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Three-pointer, Horford. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Edwards up high.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Horford the pass to Craig. A three ball. Miller grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Craig with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Pritchard, defended by DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Edwards finds Alexander Walker. That evens the score. Alexander Walker's got 6.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Nothing on the board. Gets an open look and hits. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Austin's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Hauser the pass to Craig. Right wing. The tray. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. That 3 off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. Kept alive.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Horford dishes to Tatum. From deep. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Horford. Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Tatum with a screen on DiVincenzo. Cranes the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Back to Reed. Now, Alexander Walker. 6 points for him. Clock is at 3. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Pritchard. Takes a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Now here's Reed. Outside Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Timberwolves on top. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Out to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 16 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
It's stolen by Randle. And now here comes Conley leading the break. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Randle with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. It's stolen by White. Right side, Porzingis. Outside, Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Conley. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Drew Holiday.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Edwards with the screen for McDaniel. Back to Edwards. 3-pointer. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday for the lead. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, I just love the quiet confidence that Holiday plays with, particularly as it relates to his ability to score. He's just flat out taking over right now.
Gobert finds McDaniel. No one near Randle as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for Derek White. Boston's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Conley. Holiday, a screen on DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. Offline with his three. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, in the pick and roll, you got a lot of options, but sometimes the best option is to do it yourself. DiVincenzo making the right choice there.
The kick out to Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Going inside. Conley with the three. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Pritchard. The kick out to Tatum. From downtown. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards with it. Picked up by Brown. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. 15 seconds left in the third. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with the screen on Randall. Pritchard passes to Tatum. He got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Minnesota. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. We've got Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. Tatum kicks to Cornette. Pass to Sharman. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Reed finds DiVincenzo. Back to Reed, and it's Clark in the corner. For the 3. Rebounded by Hauser.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's the pick. Knocked away. Stolen by Reed. Clark left side. Drills it from outside. Clark's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Reed. Pritchard passes to Hauser. The kick out to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Clark. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Minot. Clock at 6. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. To stop the drought, drills the three-pointer.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Outside Edwards. No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 4. To the wing right side. Here's Hauser. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Clark for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Over to the wing. Cornette passes to Pritchard. They set the pick. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 7. Clark for three, and another three for Minnesota.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And Cornette gets it to go.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Edwards with the screen for Reed. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's Hauser. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Reed. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Traps in the tray.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Up top, Edwards. Pass to Minot. Clark left side. For 3. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. Puts up a 3. A shot off that time. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle, let's keep a close eye on.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. And he lobs it up to the rim, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And few players can be that accurate with a pass from that distance.
And then that authoritative with the finish.
That is true.
And Julius trying to find ways where he can be more effective as a playmaker.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Thank you for that, Allie. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we could put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Down low. Randall with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley passes to Gobert. He got a piece of it. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Hartenstein. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. He takes it in. Williams grabs the board. Now Hartenstein. Checked by Randall. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Dort with a steal. Hartenstein with it. He's picked up by Conley. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Outside Conley. Oh, there's the alley. Gobert no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Pass to Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder with a lead. Wiggins for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. And stolen by Caruso. Pass to Wiggins from downtown. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. There's the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Offensive rebound. Williams. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. The shot by Conley, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And he's going for the lob. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall getting up there, explosive vertically on that play with great timing.
Now Caruso. Got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for the Minnesota. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the
Oh, cock it back and throw it down.
Did not see that coming, and all of a sudden, that backdoor shake.
So nice.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And he gets it back. Pass to Wallace. Back to Wiggins. Caruso outside. Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. And here's Caruso outside. Connects from downtown. Caruso's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Reed to screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The three, DiVincenzo. The Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Throws it up high. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander with that height at his position allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And stolen by Edwards. Poke loose. And another fast break opportunity for the Thunder. Here we go. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Reed. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Love to see that kind of effort from Gilgeous-Alexander on the defense. He can get in your head at times.
And it's in there.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, it sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. To the wing on the left. A clear look for Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Another shot. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And when you foul Gobert, you really got to foul him, or he'll just power right through.
And Minnesota with some changes. Randall, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Anthony Edwards. Williams from long range. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Stolen by Conley. Gobert with it. Watched by Wallace. And Gobert showing some mobility. And Gobert with the stuff.
At the offensive end, Gobert isn't always this aggressive, so it's really good to see.
Williams from long range. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Gobert goes in. Shoots over Holmgren. Gobert, no good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Williams misses. Here's Gobert. 15 points in the game. Randall draws the double. Gobert inside. Working on Williams. Gobert, no good. And there's the lob. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. Dillingham's checked in for DiVincenzo. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. And it's Dort off the drive. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Here's Gobert. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The T-Wolves on top, up 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
They're taking about the shots.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the 2nd half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the 2nd half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Coach lights that look. And Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner.
Edwards the pass to Gobert. Shoots over Holmgren. Oh, and there's Rudy Gobert. A fantastic play.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And lockdown defense against one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Gobert. Minnesota in the lead. Oh, deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Pass to Holmgren. Randall with it. Hartenstein covering. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up. Oh, Rudy on the lob.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brett.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides.
Totally fearless. Conley clashes against strong defense inside. He'll go to any lengths to find those shots.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Hartenstein with it. He's picked up by Conley. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
The floor general Conley, dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's guarded by Conley.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block, defending with purpose.
And it's Holmgren missing. Minnesota leading by 4. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
Williams with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Dort. No good with a layup. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. This will make 5 trips to the line for him tonight. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. And he drops the first.
DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he could do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, he can get some rebounds, and get some assists. He's a weapon.
Caruso misses. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Reed. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Clark is checked in for Minnesota. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. Thunder trail by 9. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here he goes. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And DiVincenzo with a head of steam. Man, he got up.
Here's Wallace. The kick out to Wiggins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Jang's checked in. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that
one. 3-pointer. That one is off. Thunder trail by 14. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. They get it back, pass to Jang. Will it go? He's off on that one.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Gets it off. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Edwards. He's out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the 4. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
High post Reid. Out to the right wing. To the left side wing. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Caruso grabs the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him. Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
It's scooped up. Outside for Dort. Pass to Wiggins. Puts up a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And Minnesota making a change here. Ingles is checked in. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Lays it up and banks it in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Wiggins outside. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Reid. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's SGA. And here's Caruso outside. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 9th assist of the game now. And there's a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Stolen by Conley. Randall left side. Pass to Gobert. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when they're handling the ball around them.
And the basket is good.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Holmgren.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
To the middle. Who poked away. And stolen by Hartenstein. Dort up top. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
The defender went for it. The pump fake from Dort got him out of position. He draws a shooting foul.
The second one drops, and that brings him within 8. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Gobert. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And Gobert with the stuff.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get him. He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
Minnesota leading by 11.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And what a huge performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
The kick out to Conley. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Dort for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert inside, working on Williams. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Gobert up top. He's guarded by Hartenstein. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on court.
Reed for 3. Knocks down the triple. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous...
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
But my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time.
Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Out to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Porzingis with the steal. From down in the low post, it goes.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Hartenstein finds Williams. Back to Hartenstein. Just 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Oklahoma City keeps it going. A new shot clock of 14 seconds. Pass to Williams. There's the triple. And no good that time.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Torres has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
A 3 from Porzingis. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Hartenstein with the screen on Holiday. And stolen by Tatum. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Hartenstein against Porzingis. Over Hartenstein. That's tipped. Dort passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And good that time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Holmgren against Brown. The kick out to Williams. They get the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. No good with the triple. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Holmgren against Tatum. Brown outside. The kick out to Holiday. And the 3 off target.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Boy, Lou Dort was dialed in from distance. You give him that corner look, he's taking it.
A 3 from Porzingis. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tatum with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the 3. Kept alive by Boston. Out to White. It's stolen by Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It's hauled in by Brown.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's White. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Sinks the triple. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace is checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Cornette. Here's Pritchard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. And it's Wiggins in at the power forward. Tatum from three.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from three. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Hauser the pass to Craig. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Tatum. Pass to Craig. There's a screen. In the corner, Horford with it. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Drew Holiday in for Torrey Craig. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. They get it back. Pass to Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins passes to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. A wide open look here for Caruso. Buries the long-range jumper. Caruso's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. Double team on Holiday. Here's Hauser. Defended by Caruso. And another miss by Boston. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Drew Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Al Horford is checked in for Jason Tatum. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Wallace is checked in. And White kicks to Horford. Back to White. Out to Porzingis. Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. Porzingis has got 11.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific. You've got to guard him out there.
It's Dort on the wing. Outside Williams. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. It's Dort on the wing. White covering. 5 on the clock. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Holiday with it. Dort covering. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Dort kicks to Williams. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Out to Porzingis from the arc. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. He misses the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Here's Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Porzingis with a screen on Holmgren. Hauser the pass to White. Outside, Porzingis.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
At the line.
And so he hits both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
That will count. You can't get that one to fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court jump.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's White. The kick out to Holiday. Hits it from three-point range. Holiday's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Celtics.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
For the tie, White goes in. Here's Brown. Top of the key, Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Tatum finds Holiday. Goes back up. Poked loose. The kick out to Brown. With 1 on the clock. Takes it inside. Here's Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Boston.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Williams. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams.
And
excellent defender. The way Holiday disrupts and stays active and engaged on this end, outstanding.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis for the lead. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside Williams. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Pass to Caruso. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 9 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude going by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Jason Wallace comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Wallace misses. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. And stolen by Wallace. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Williams next for 2. Good. The nice assist for Williams. 11 points in the game. The Celtics with the lead.
Oklahoma City foul.
George, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Williams with a clean look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Pritchard, defended by Caruso. Here he goes. Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. A kick out to Brown. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Celtics. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And I know know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Wallace. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams at the 5.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. Offensive rebound. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 4-point Thunder lead.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Tatum passes to Hauser. Back to Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. Out to Wallace. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Outside, Horford. Craig with a screen on Williams. Horford goes in. Tatum looking around. Fires the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Out to Wallace. Jacks up a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. There's the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Thunder lead by 4.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Here's Craig. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. Here's Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Busted. No good that time either.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Back to Wiggins. The 3. Rebound Boston. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hauser. A second chance effort. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Caruso with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so it's Holiday with it. They'll bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 4. That bucket in no time at all. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Caruso up top, guarded by Holiday. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's White on the wing. And it goes out of bounds. That one off George. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. And the Celtics with possession here. It's a 1-point game. The kick out to Tatum. Dort against White. Back to Tatum. 5 to shoot. to take the lead. He's off on that one.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had the foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And the Thunder making a switch here. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it.
NBA. And both of these teams stand excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Brian, look, there's two hallmarks of great defensive teams. Obviously effort, you can't do anything without it, but also communication. The best defensive teams communicate well, and it's what connects all five guys on the floor.
And a wise coach once said, defense wins championships.
I would say defense and offense win championships. You need both.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the one of the two. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Timberwolves on D. Brown looking around. Here's Holiday. Kick out to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. McDaniels from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randle with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Brown with a screen. Shoots. Porzingis misses. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And he lobs it up, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the chart. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Brown. Holiday from long range. Offensive board. Porzingis passes to Brown. And stolen by Edwards. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Holiday from long range. Gets the 3 ball to go. Holiday's got 6 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Edwards outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You just can't give Edwards a look from deep.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
McDaniels, a screen on Tatum. Here's Randle. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. McDaniels against Holiday. Pass to Brown. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. The kick out to White. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
McDaniels from long range. Back to Randle. The 3 ball. Boston with a rebound. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. The score now all even.
And when he was
was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself, but now he wants to keep everybody involved.
McDaniels, a screen on White, and here's Edwards outside. Launches it. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside White. The kick to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. McDaniels covering. Three-pointer, Holiday. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Outside McDaniels to end the drought. No good there. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for the Boston Celtics. He's fouled. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minot's checked in. Minnesota leading by 6. Left side Reed. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Minot, defended by Craig. All alone. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Tatum. No points so far. And here's Horford for 3. Reed with the rebound. And here's Minnesota now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. That one goes in.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Pritchard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Craig. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Pass to Conley. Back to Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. From outside the arc, sinks the tray. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Tatum's got his first bucket in this one.
With his feet set, Tatum's gonna make you pay.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Puts up a 3. Hauser grabs the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Outside Tatum. Back to Pritchard. From downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Holiday. Tatum with it. Picked up by Reed. They kick it out to Porzingis. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Conley. Lets it go. They get it back. Outside Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Reed. Three-pointer. Here's Edwards. Outside Reed. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 10. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Edwards for 3. Edwards on target.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Reed. And here comes the break. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Minnesota. In control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
On the court for Minnesota. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Outside Edwards. And there's the lob. Brown with the steal. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Porzingis. Holiday against Conley. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 11. McDaniels with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And here's Conley. Wing shot on the way. Good on the shot. Randall's got 5 points. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Three-pointer, Holiday. Drops in the 3.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
Pass to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Edwards a screen on Brown. McDaniels passes to Edwards. To the paint. A deep 3. Oh! Edwards showcasing the range.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Back to Holiday. to Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists now in the game. McDaniels, a screen on Holiday. Conley passes to Randall. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Edwards for 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Porzingis. White with it. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Outside Holiday. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. Got a line change here for Boston. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Randall on the screen. Here's Alexander Walker. Pure from 3-point range. Alexander Walker's got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
That shot wide open. Minnesota leading by 11. Got a piece of it. Here's Hauser. Still without a bucket. Takes it inside. Pass to Pritchard. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Picked by Gobert. For 3, Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Now Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. 4-3. And Edwards good for 3. 16 points for him.
Look, if Edwards is hitting that shot, there's not much you can do defensively to stop him.
Pritchard, no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Luke Cornett out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Garza. Now here's Clark. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
He drops it from range. Shireman's got his first 3 points of the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And stolen by Clark. Only one man back on D. For 3, DiVincenzo hits the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break, because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Pass to Ingles. Reed sets a screen. Ingles passes to Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Boston pulls it in. Here's Pritchard. Fires from deep. Reed with the rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Ingles from outside. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Celtics trail by 17. And he slams it in one-handed.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
DiVincenzo finds Ingles. The three is up. Shireman grabs a board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Cornette sets a screen. Here's Pritchard. DiVincenzo covering. The three from Craig. That shot off. Minnesota leading by 15. Ingles with it. Picked up by Craig. Puts up a deep three. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Boston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Pass to Ingles. Reed with it. Working on Cornette. And here's Edwards. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. There's the three. Boston pulls it in. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. Hits the three-pointer.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Reed passes to Edwards. This one for three. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Edwards.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammate.
Pritchard, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Timberwolves.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hauser. They set a pick. And that one drops for him. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Ingles. DiVincenzo on the wing. From the arc. He buries it from three. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this